Hey, what's going on? Um, I'm venting. So, one thing that I feel would be a good topic to bring up is the fact when women can't seem to detach themselves from an abusive boyfriend. And I've heard this story quite often throughout my entire life. Um, because for some reason, ever since I was a little kid, people seem to find comfort in talking with me about personal things, even though we're not close, because I listen. And even though I don't know exactly what to say, um, sometimes they just find comfort in the fact that I listen. So, um, this woman today, this one tweaker lady, she I was in here and I was judging the poetry contest that I'm judging, which is gonna be finished tomorrow. And she came in here and she was, hey, look at this, look at that, and she had these scars, and with like heavy makeup all over, and like, oh shit, what happened? And she said, oh, my boyfriend just beat me up with a flashlight, one of the ones that cops carry, the big black ones. And she was telling me in great detail exactly what happened, how she had this blood pouring down, and we were outside Burger King, and the paramedics had to come and all that stuff, and I was really not prepared for it. For one, I was I was tired and hungry and stuff, and completely in pancakes mode. And she spews all this on me. She's spewing it out. And so I listened, and the first thing that came up in my mind is how much I've heard this from other women before, and the refusal to leave them. Maybe that feeling will be there for a couple of days, but after that it'll vanish, because after she described in great detail exactly what happened, she immediately followed that up with, and for some reason I miss him. And I was just, dumbfounded. And the only thing I could think to say to her was, the kind of life you're leading will bring these kinds of people, and very irrational, broken people. And I'm assuming he's an addict himself who has a lot of emotional issues. And she agreed. And then she asked me, what do you think he's broken from? And I said, I don't know, because I don't know who this person is. I barely know who this woman is. She just kind of comes here every now and again. And then I said to her, the definition of insanity, according to Einstein, is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. I said, so what you're doing is insane and it's destructive. And here you are, spilling your heart to me, saying how you're 40 and all this shit's happening to you, and you wish it would end, but pass off with a smile. Well, that's the euphoria from the drugs you just took, which is numbing the effect. And I said, well, if you just continue living this lifestyle, this is going to happen to you. And it didn't really matter what I said, because then she instantly just went off into a whole other subject and just, blah, 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 which then I realized, oh wait, she's not actually serious. So then I just ignored her and then continued to critique the poem submitted for the contest. And but then after it's been like 10 hours since then, and I've been thinking about it, and it's the women who have told me that they have an abusive boyfriend and they can't leave. Every single one had emotional issues, whether it be with attachment, insecurities, drug abuse, daddy issues. They had something that was emotionally wrong with them, and this attachment, like, I think it's because I've never been a woman before, but I'm just thinking that maybe it's because the feeling of they feel so shitty themselves. So once they find somebody who says, I love you, you're amazing and stuff, it first starts out great, and then comes the abuse, and they just fucking instill this idea into their head that it's their fault, and like, blah, I do this because of you, and all that bullshit that makes me absolutely furious. And so I guess that's what makes it hard for them to break away and to finally see that I'm much better off without this person, because I do love myself, and because I love myself, I want to allow myself to endure this kind of treatment and pain from this. I am better than this. And I really feel for women who go through that. And it seems to be popping up quite a bit in my life as of recently, as the last couple months. Because also too, my mother and my stepdad house, my stepdad, his daughter was living in Reno, and she's pregnant, and she just recently, I think like 2 weeks ago, she got beat pretty bad by her husband while she was pregnant. Anyway, my stepdad instantly drove out there and picked her up, brought her back, to kind of comfort her and everything, and which is great. Makes me absolutely furious about the guy. Thank God he's in jail. I don't know for how long. And it's already taking a huge stress out on them too. My mom, my stepdad. But that's what family's for, to love each other and support each other, especially in their time of need, especially something as serious as this. And so that's just what I believe, because that's what I've seen. And one thing I wanted to say too, I thought of is Oreos. It's kind of a weird transition. Trying to soften the blow. Oreos, I just now saw this, have a triple stuffed Oreo. I don't know how long this has been out for. I remember the double stuffed when I was a kid, and the double stuffed for me was too much. It actually had too much cream to where it became sickening to actually ingest it. And so I threw it away out of my life until years later, as an adult, I found a single stuffed Oreo, and that was just fine, to never return to the double stuffed Oreo. Now they have triple stuffed, and I think they're trying to get a message of eliminating segregation, because if you look at the triple stuffed Oreo, the one that I saw, it was chocolate and vanilla. So I just believe that that's their way of eliminating segregation, one Oreo at a time, justice, for civil rights. I thought that was pretty interesting. So yeah, that was pretty much it. And that was my vent. Feels pretty good. Alright, later.